Welcome everyone to the live. Welcome everyone. Welcome to our live session. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And make sure that you share with your friends and family. So today is gonna be a little bit of a chaotic day in the market. Basically because of the Federal Reserve speech that we will have later in the day, and that's why it's very important to know that we should try to keep our risk minimum and try our best to manage our trades effectively, right? I hope my sound is very clear. I hope my sound is very clear. I hope my sound is extremely clear. It's my desire that my sound should be clear. So as you can see on my chart here, I've got my chart this side. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, so this is the chart of Swiss Japanese yen. All right, and yeah, this looks a bit promising, but I want everyone first to tell me in the comments, do you guys think this is gonna buy or sell? I just want to hear your thoughts quickly. I want to see what you guys are thinking. Tell me. Do you think it's gonna buy or sell? I want to see your thoughts. I want to see what you're saying. So I want to see what you guys are thinking about this pair. So just write in the comments. I'll be reading the live chat. You can just write. What do you think? Okay, continue buying. Okay, another person. What do you think is gonna happen with this pair? Yeah, so it makes a lot of sense to be looking for upside movement on this instrument. It makes more sense to look for. Obviously this is our break of structure right here, and we saw price dropping all the way down up to here, and we see price giving us a change of character, and then price giving us, you know, a nice setup right here, just the normal schematics and all that stuff, and now price is in this region. So looks very promising to look for buys, right? So this order block is extremely huge, very big order block, and so I would need confirmation. I would need a strong confirmation. I would want to see this high taken out in order for me to confirm with the buy, because you see, I would not want to make the mistake of catching the liquidity here below. So I'd want to see that confirmation because this is too wide. So I would want to see price, you know, taking out this area right there, and then we see price, you know, moving upwards like that. That would make more sense for me to take it all the way up to there, to buy it all the way up to there. That makes more sense for me to think about future ideas of taking it to the upside over there. Yeah, like that's basically what I would look for, and and like, yeah, that would maybe make sense. So then I would probably place an alert over here. Yeah, so once price crosses that area, basically so there are certain confluences that I'm having, so I placed it in basically I would be waiting for those confluences to, you know, play out. Not really the top, but yeah, for me it doesn't make sense to just immediately go into something. Number one, I don't basically have confidence in that yet, but once it is confirmed, then I can risk even just a 20% on it. Actually 0.20, right? So 0.20%, 0.20%, that's how much I'm willing to to trade on that instrument. Yeah, basically. So this is how real time trading is. You place orders and then you are very bored. You have a boring life, extremely boring life. Like the Euro USD trade that I'm expecting to look for trade, certain setups. So that's how boring it is. Like trading in general, like real trading. If you are doing the real thing, like not gambling and stuff, but like trading the market, it's very boring. Okay, very boring, extremely boring, extremely boring. Yeah. So let's also look at AUD. um so okay. So yeah, like AUD USD. um I want to go more into pairs that I'm not usually trading. So I want to look at instruments that I'm not usually into. Why? Because I want to make sure that that I diversify. I mean, so I want to like diversify like a lot. Okay, so close. I like to keep my charts very clean, guys, like extremely clean. So I don't like to keep old data on my charts, because every time I'm done analyzing, I basically screenshot my stuff, and the screenshots are enough. I don't like it when there are a lot of, drawings and things on my charts. It's unprofessional, and like every single week when you come on the market, the chart should be clean, so that when you are on the market, you are trading with a clear mindset. Supposed to be trading with a clear mindset. All right, that's a very important thing. So this obviously is going to sell for some time, and I would want to see how this reacts at this demand area right here. Eventually, which means there's still room for some few pips. Yeah, 120 pips. Yeah, there's still room for 120 pips. There's a nice retracement. The price is made. Not that bad. So this hook can give me a nice setup. Nice setup. We might see price drifting towards these areas. So this is the first POI that I see that makes sense. Another POI, this is mitigated already. This would be a very low chance, but let's just say that it might happen. Yeah, so if that happens, it's a very low probability that price would want to go all the way up to there, but these are actually the quality setups, the ones that allow price to come like that. So for me, it makes sense to have like double confirmation setups there. Yeah, that makes more sense. And also to understand that there is a fair value inside here, so price can even just fall all the way down. So it's all about tracing price and understanding price. But I like to trade things that are moving together with me. So I like it when it touches, the zones and those areas. If it's not touching those areas, I don't want to be involved in those markets. So basically, first TP and then eventually to the main area. So okay. So yeah, so basically those are my thoughts. Not really that bad. Not that bad. Not bad. And the more quality setups are actually not these ones. It's when price has confirmed those entries. Those are the more beautiful setups, because these ones are probably just B setups, you know. So the B setups are basically the low risk setups, and the quality setups are actually where the real money is. That's where the real money is. Yeah. Yeah. So Euro USD is almost at the entry point. Um, yeah. So Euro USD. That's all I can say. Yeah, so guys, this is really like how basically boring real trading is. Okay, when you're trading the market actively, it's how boring it gets. Like, you're just sitting quietly waiting for price, and you execute only when price shows you your setup. If your setup is not showing, you don't trade. And that's how boring it is. Okay. Uh, Basically, that's how boring it is. It's very boring. And mostly, like, if you are very disciplined, it gets very boring. So, like, guys, I have um I have a whole spread sheet that I've written down, and that spreadsheet has like my it has executive summary, my fund overview, my performance objectives, um, my risk management framework, my position size, exposure control, profit projection, drawdown management protocol, trade documentation and reporting, strategy allocation, governance and compliance, scaling and expansion. So those are the frameworks that I work with. The frameworks that I work with. All right. There's a small delay on my mic, and they are the ones that govern my system. All right, how I'm trading and how I'm managing capital. All right. So, for example, my overview, all right, is a compilation of all of the the currencies and the instruments that I'm trading. All right. So it includes all of the instruments that I'm trading on a daily basis. All right. And there's a primary objective. So for every account, there needs to be a primary objective. All right. So if the primary objective is not there, then that would make a trader trade without purpose, right? You just be trading the market, and then at the end of the day, you'll be trading based on what you feel for that day, and that will bring you to a place of blowing the account or losing a lot of money. But when you have an objective of where you want to go, where do you see the account going in the next 5 to 10 years, or even like in the next 5 months, or in the next 10 months, or 12 months, or the next 6 months. It depends on the objective of the account. That would help you now to manage your capital and to preserve your capital for your account. All right. So now my primary objective that I've written down for my account is obviously capital growth and preservation. So even while I know that I want to achieve a certain amount, I know that I have to grow the capital and I have to preserve it. Meaning that whilst I'm trading this account, I don't want to lose a lot of money. All right. So now that means now for me to be able to grow the account and to preserve it, I need to have monthly targets, annual targets, maximum monthly drawdowns, and then my hard drawdown. Hard drawdown means that if I lose that percentage, then I have to stop trading the account for some time. All right. That means that I have to like chill. I have to stop trading this account for this certain period of time until, you know, I maybe recover mentally, maybe like trading a demo account, which I don't like trading, or maybe like focusing more on my long-term accounts, you know. Yeah. Yeah, so having an objective is important, and also having monthly targets, including annual targets, annual returns, maximum monthly drawdown, and all that stuff. So now it's also good for the people that have funded accounts or large capital available for them. Why? Because this model, it helps you to grow and preserve capital. There's no way that any individual would want to invest in you or your company or your institution if they see that you're not trustworthy, if you are not managing that capital and preserving that capital. So many people think it's no, like you need to be able to win every day, but the main objective is to grow the capital and to preserve the capital, and that's one of the most important things. Okay, growing the capital and preserving that capital, and that comes with you knowing that in a month there are 20 trading days, and even if you lose 8 days in that 20 trading days, the days that are left, I believe, which are 12, can be good for you. All right. 12 trading days are not that bad. Whilst you are actually just 12 days of being profitable in a month is good. You know, once your capital also grows, there would be a time that you would maybe only want to execute even just four setups per month. That is now when you are at your ultra level. So it starts with levels, and basically, you know, you can start managing money like that even with $1,000 in any currency, whether it's in South African rands and also in Namibian dollars, because your aim is not to think like a retail trader, but your aim is to think like a institutional trader, a professional trader that wants to take capital and make lots of money out of it. And that's another important part of trading professionally. So what do you do when your monthly target is hit? What I basically do is I don't trade, or basically I'll trade my scalping accounts just to make some few cash, just small money that I can enjoy. So there are two reasons why I would stop trading for the month. Either I have reached my maximum monthly drawdown, or if I did a hard drawdown. Hard drawdown is like a lot of risk that I've taken on the account that I should start evaluating myself and see like what happened here. Why did I take certain setups? I hope I'm making sense. So for me personally, for my fund, my monthly maximum drawdown is 4%. All right, monthly. That's what I am risking every single month. Why? Because it's easy to recover 4%. So if I have lost 4%, I stop trading for that month and I reevaluate myself. That's why it's very important that I trade A setups, and that means that most of the time I'm not trading because I wait for setups to form, and that's the boring part about trading basically. Large capital, because 1 or 3 trades can make you a lot of money. So why would you want to trade? It's also the same with having $1,000 account. If you have $1,000 account and per setup you can make 500, I don't think that there is a need for you to trade every single day, because you would not preserve your capital. When you're trying to treat trading like a profession, that is having predictable returns, it's very important that you are trading in a predictable manner. Trading in a predictable manner means that you are consistently bringing in profit without a scenario coming up out of the blue that you might not even make that money. And that comes with a certain level of objectives that you set for yourself. So my monthly target obviously is 8% to 12% per month. If you check the end of the year, that can, if I'm consistent, that can make me 80% on my account or 120% on my account, which is a lot of money. For a large account, very large account, that is 100% good. So now people can get access to funded accounts and all that stuff. So that's why this makes more sense. If you have a funded account and you are managing large capital, it makes more sense for you to trade a funded account and in the long run be able to make maybe per month a 10,000 and 20,000 per month, $10,000, $20,000. That is profit that is concurrent. It's you are consciously, and because of strategic rules that you have set up, it's easier for you to progress like that once you start treating trading like a business and you don't treat it like a gambling site. meaning that with a $1,000 account, you can literally be able to make even a 5,000 per month, or even a 3,000 per month. I don't want to talk too much about dollar amounts and stuff, but you see, so in my notes, as you can see, I'm reading my notes here, and I have, I have all of my, all of my objectives here. All right, and once I break any of my rules, then I know that the reason why I lost money is because I was probably over risking, or because you see, it's impossible for me to fail when I have this type of system set up for myself. Um, so my heart draw down the amount that if I lose this much, I stop trading and I reevaluate myself is 8%. Once I lose 8%, like in a month, I stop trading. Like I stopped trading my large account. Like I stopped. Why? Someone might say, oh, that's like, it's not making sense. Why 8%? Because if I stop, then I will know why I'm wrong and I will stop being wrong. That's why. So it's very important for me to do that. All right. So it depends on what type of capital you have access to, right? You can set up your own risk management framework, performance objectives. Like you can write down objectives and say every single month I want to make this much. All right. And it also comes with the lifestyle you want to live. You can literally write down and say that the question that you would ask yourself is, how much money do you need per month for you to live a comfortable life? All right. And if your answer is probably, let's say, maybe 20K. All right. So if you say that your desired amount that you want to make per month is 20,000, then you can now start setting up your risk and all that stuff according to that amount. And you should also be honest with yourself. Obviously, you cannot make that with the 500. That means that now that's not anything that can be consistent. With the 500, you can only make per month at least 1,000, or maybe on a very good month at 2,000. All right. And again, I don't want to repeat by giving you dollar amounts because that sounds like a promise. It depends on the performance of the market. All right. It depends on how the market moves for you. So now, why am I talking about that? Because when you want to make trading your main income, there should be strict rules that you set up for yourself. All right. So I have a whole notes here, that I've written down for myself. How much money I'm risking per day, which assets that I'm trading a lot, which assets that I'm very profitable on, which assets that I'm not that profitable on. So I studied myself. I've data that I've back tested, and I always keep journal of information. So I know like these are the pairs that I'm mostly making money on, and that helps me to know that okay, this is the pair that I can risk a lot of money on. All right. So I also have something that I call my trade entry criteria. All right. So these are one of the few confluences that I use when I'm trading the market. Number one, my minimum risk to reward. All right. The basic minimum. So what does that mean? Let's say that I'm trading a certain instrument, right? let's say that I'm trading a certain instrument, and I don't like that instrument because of the stop loss placement. All right, let's say like this. All right, let's say that my stop loss was like this, and this is the setup. All right, so this setup does not meet my basic criteria. All right, or let's say that I enter here, and then this is now my setup. So this looks nice, but it's not meeting my criteria. Because let me say, for example, your criteria is that at least for you to enter a trade, then it should be 1, 2, 3. All right, so if the setup is not showing you that 1, 2, 3, then it's not meeting your criteria. So because I backtested and I did my research on my strategy, then I know that, okay, this is my criteria of setups that I would prefer to make money on. Okay, the other requirement that I have is multi-time frame confirmation. So I use multiple time frames, obviously, to understand what I'm expecting to look for in the market. And liquidity and market alignment. And there are only 2 sessions that I trade in, which is New York and London. I don't trade other sessions. So the day that I start trading another session, then I will add after maybe backtesting a lot. So because most of the time Asian session I'm sleeping or about to sleep, yeah, or like starting to sleep. And I don't trade during the news. So those are my requirements. I don't trade during the news. Okay, so what can you also do? You can get yourself sticky notes, stuff like this, you can get for yourself sticky notes, and you can write down, and you can just take it off like this, and then you can put it on your screen like so. Right, let's just say that this is your screen, and then, okay, this is not a screen, but yeah, then it gets stuck on your screen, right? So when it is stuck on your screen, then every single day when you're looking at your monitor or your screen, then you'll be like seeing, okay, this is my daily risk. And once you lose, then you know that I broke this rule and this rule and this rule. Basically. Guys, this DJ is very tough. He's playing nice gospel house. Yeah, you can see, right? It's tough, right?
Michelle, Yanu, you're the kind of awesome wonders. Tasted of your power. Oh, Michelle, Yanu, you have shown me so much mercy, much more than I deserve. My eyes have seen, my ears have heard the wonders of your grace. Creation, in all of you, as we join to give you praise. The word you speak turns things around. Your wild stretch out has lifted me. You took away the chains and cords that held me bound. Oh, Michelle, you're the God of awesome wonders. Tasting of your power. Tasting of your power. Oh, Michelle, you have shown me so much mercy, much more than I deserve.
So guys, basically, Euro USD is at the B setup. All right. Yeah. So, and this one is my A setup. The music is too tough. I'm so sorry, but I'm having the time of my life. So, like, what I want is I want to see this high, actually this high being taken out, but now a new high is formed. So once this high is taken out, then I will start looking for retracement in order to enter the move. All right. If that doesn't happen, nothing.
The Lord our God is mighty. He's full of grace and mercy.
I hope that I don't get copyright.
Atonement for all of our sins, a gift to set us all free. Oh, let me with all of my heart, one thing I go give to you, my praise. I go give to you, my praise. One thing I go give to you, my praise. One thing I go give to you, my praise. One thing I go give to you, my praise. One thing I go give to you, my praise. One thing I go give to you, my praise. One thing I go give to you, my praise. Joy overflows in my heart. Sing a new song to the Lord. Joy overflows in my heart.
But guys, do you know what I think? I think that this thing is going to buy after Powell gives his news, whatever announcement, and they can even spike down here and go up. That's why I'm waiting for this high to be taken out. Okay. Let me relax a little bit. Let me relax a little bit. Let me relax a little bit. So like let me be honest with you guys. There is no mentor that teaches like me. Why? Because this industry was designed in a way, you know, the industry, the African side of it, they have designed it in a way whereby they want people to get addicted to them and their services. They don't want clients to be self-sufficient. And that is the difference between me and them. That's the difference. That is the difference. You know, that is the difference. Who will tell you about capital preservation? Who will tell you about growing capital? Who will tell you that trading is boring? Who is gonna do that? No one. Because they want you to spend all your money and buy their course, and then once you buy the course, you're not getting value out of it. All right. And by the time you actually even buy their course, your brain is already fried, because you've been told that you'll be a millionaire, and now you believe that in a few days you'll be a millionaire, and you're looking for millions. So that's what the mentors are telling you, right? Like, to be honest, there are some things that you're not even supposed to pay for, you know, like learning what is a candlestick. How can you pay for that? To learn how, like, for a candlestick? No. If you pay for a course, you must learn something. It must be something that makes sense. All right. Some of you don't even need courses. Some of you just need psychology. Not everyone that needs a course. Some of you already have information. Why should you get a course? But some of you need a course. So that's the balance. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put alerts, and I'm gonna call it a day. All right. So those are my alerts. I just place them. Once price reaches those areas, I'll get an email or a notification, and then I'll look into that. That's it, guys. With that being said, this was a great session. Make sure that you also follow us on our social media accounts. Our Instagram, that is there below. I'll try to go live once in a while. Yeah. And I try by all means to give valuable content so that you can rewatch it over and 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 over again. So, with that being said, always make sure you are prayed up. You read the word of God. You have a good relationship with God. You have a stable mind, and obviously money will follow.